Welcome to this presentation of UPSL Soccer Action, live on YouTube and presented by the Atlantic Soccer Media Group.
It's playoff time, and we've got a huge one for you today. Here in Division 1, UPSL Georgia, it's FC Atlanta and Middle Georgia, and it's next. Welcome back, everyone, to this broadcast of the UPSL Georgia Division 1 playoffs first round. We have an interesting one for you today. FC Atlanta versus Middle Georgia United. Larry Weaver here bringing you all of the action at Silverbacks Park. I'll spit it out. Silverbacks Park here in Atlanta, Georgia. Thank you for joining us. Today's weather, it's a little bit different we've had in the last few days. 65 degrees and a little bit of overcast. It's been raining for the last 36 hours or so. So this turf is going to be really, really fast between these two teams. We'll take a look at how we got to this point. You look at the table. Georgia Athletic, a lot of new teams here in UPSL Georgia Division 1. Georgia Athletic win promotion. We go into the playoffs. There are 7 teams that make the playoffs. Georgia Athletic, they get a bye the first week. You see newcomers, Georgia Revolution, Georgia Impact, all make the playoffs. FC Atlanta, Middle Georgia, Pachuca, and FC Birmingham's 2 squad make the playoffs. The way that it's scheduled up, we kick off today against FC Atlanta and Middle Georgia, then Georgia Revolution take on FC Birmingham 2, and Georgia Impact take on Pachuca. Georgia Athletic, they get a first round bye. FC Atlanta are going to get us underway, and there is the first whistle for the first 45. FC Atlanta, they are in their navy blue kits and white shorts. They're moving from right to left. Middle Georgia in their traditional all purple kits, and they're moving from left to right. Both of these two teams been a part of the UPSL Georgia function down here in Division 1 for the last few seasons. Both teams looking to earn promotion into Premier. Vinotinto, a part of, FC Atlanta, a part of the Vinotinto Academy system. Kind of what we have when you talk about Kalanji Pro Profile and SSL. They're kind of an offshoot like SSL is from Vinotinto. That one straight up into the air. Settled there for a moment by Mabua. Sent forward down here on the near side. Good cutoff there by Sotildino for FC Atlanta. Sent forward, cut off there in the midfield, but still able to control it. Sent forward by Leon, trying to get it over to Castillo. He's over there on that far side, looking for a path. Over back to Leon. Leon takes a shot. Great save by the keeper, West. Had to get that right, West did. That ball gets knocked out. Will be a throw for FC Atlanta. We'll talk more about the season. do note that the little bit of an issue with the clock. We'll work on it as the match goes on. Nothing to worry about. Center official has control of the clock. That ball cleared away by Diaz. Tight angle for the defender. He was able to release it. Tucciamini loses possession. Foul committed there by Tucciamini, kind of trying to make up for that mistake. Like I was saying, FC Atlanta, they come into this match in the third spot. They were 8-1-2 for the season. These two teams did meet in week 6 of the regular season. FC Atlanta were able to win 2-1 on the road, going down to Middle Georgia. Middle Georgia in 5th. They're 7-0-4. Working through the back is FC Atlanta. Soldino elects to go back to Salazar. Salazar goes all the way back to Diaz. Tucciamini goes all the way out on that far side. Losing the touch. Middle Georgia quickly on the attack. That ball bounces through Quintero. It's going to go out for throw for Middle Georgia. Both of these two teams come into this match on a little bit of a different path. FC Atlanta, the last 3 matches, they drew with FC Birmingham 3-3, and then they had victories over Legends FC's 2 squad 3-2 and Pachuca 2-1. When we look at Middle Georgia, they had victories over Covered Bridge, another new team to Division 1, 5-2. North Georgia United's 2 team, they just sent packing 16-0. And then they lost their last match of the season to Georgia Revolution 6-0. Tucciamini trying to work around FC Atlanta, was able to do so. Soldino sent it forward, but unfortunately nobody was there. Salazar is able to send it forward. Challenge there. Bit of a back and forth. Gonzalez gets it forward, but too far forward for Leon, and West is there to collect. Good work on both sides early in this match. Morales just trying to control it in the midfield around the center circle. Settle some nerves here in the stadium. Going to be called offsides was Gonzalez, trying to work that left side of the attack. Good work by FC Atlanta, trying to work some attack. West gets us back underway. Cleared out by Salazar. Foul going to be committed there on Jorginho, right at center circle. Jorginho telling Tucciamini to slow it down, allow FC Atlanta to move forward, set up some form of attack. Morales is over the ball. Soldino is going to take this free kick. Probably just lob this into the space. Does so. Straight up in the air by Middle Georgia. Great settle there by Sabino. Middle Georgia got around him. But Tucciamini wins possession for FC Atlanta and gives it right back. Oh, he said it too soon. Tucciamini doing good work there in the midfield. Trying to clog those spaces for FC Atlanta. FC Atlanta so far is wanting to use the wings. Using that midfield to distribute it to the wings. Tucciamini with a good turn. But Middle Georgia easily collect that pass. West, he's pressed. And a foul going to be committed. But it's in the back of the net. Shouldn't that be a foul? That goal was scored by number 14, Gonzalez. But could that have been a foul? Let's take a look. You see this ball forward, West, sliding it over. And it seemed to me like he had a little bit of a hard challenge there. But they are going to call that a goal for Gonzalez, and it's going to be 1-0 FC Atlanta. To me, I thought that was a foul on Trent, number 2, but our center official disagrees, says that that was fair. Great work for FC Atlanta early in this match. And there's right back at it, and Middle Georgia said, what you can do, we can do better. Talk about hashtag response time. Didn't even have a moment to even say it, and boom, it's there. Take a look at that. Just boom, right in the back of the net like it was nothing. And it's 1-1. Tried to go for it right from kickoff. It's going to be a corner, the first corner of the match. Since this is the beginning of the playoffs, we'll also give you some of the noted awards that are going to be handed out throughout this. Here's an in-swinger. That one gets knocked away. It'll be another corner. We'll give you some accolades, the awards that were going to be handed out during the playoffs for regular season action. And we do it a third time. Manager of the season is going to go to Georgia Revolution's Alex Morrison for his work coming into this season. Another in-swinger. Back post. West is able to get a hand on it, but there's going to be a foul called. Coach of the season is going to go to another newcomer from Georgia Athletic. And I'm going to butcher it. I'm sorry. Michelle Rusanillo, coach of the season. And the golden boot as well goes to Georgia Athletics, Nazario Mbamio. Georgia Athletic coming into Division I and just kind of taking things over. What we've seen the last 2 seasons, where in the fall of last season, Dalton United just came out and took over Division I. In the spring, UMA did the same. And this season, it's Georgia Athletic. So Premier Division teams better be prepared, because there's another shark in the water. And their name is Georgia Athletic. Middle Georgia looking for a path forward, trying to get that ball up to Bedell, but not able to do so. had a miscommunication. Will be a goal kick for FC Atlanta. Again, you're watching FC Atlanta taking on Middle Georgia United in the UPSL Georgia Division I playoffs, the first round here at Silverbacks Park, and it is 1-1. FC Atlanta first to get us on the board, and quickly within the minute, Middle Georgia tie it up. That ball's going to get knocked out. It'll be a Middle Georgia throw. This is a very active weekend here in the UPSL Georgia Conference. We've also got the playoffs for the Premier Division going on at the top of the hour. Right across the way from us, we will be bringing you Atlanta Rovers versus Kalanji Pro Profile semifinals. And then tomorrow at 3:30, we'll be bringing you Dalton United versus Atlanta City FC. Yes, Atlanta City FC defeated Atlanta United Academy in the first round of the playoffs. An absolute stunner. And that will be the second semifinal match. Top seed will have home field advantage throughout the playoffs, both in Division I and Premier. Middle Georgia dancing through the midfield. Lifted forward. He's able to control it, Sabino. And just pushed off the ball is Bedell, but he earns the foul. Salazar trying to control it. He just muscled Bedell off the ball. Foul is committed. Middle Georgia get us back underway. Sabino just too slow of a pass, but they still control it. And that one's just shot out for a goal kick. Again, you look at Division I playoffs. FC Atlanta taking on Middle Georgia. At 3 o'clock today, Georgia Revolution takes on FC Birmingham's 2 team. And at 3 o'clock, Georgia Impact SC taking on Pachuca, Georgia. Lowest seed of these 3 matches goes to Georgia Athletic. The other 2 teams will be the top seed of those 2, will be the home team. We'll let you know who is playing who. The winner of the playoffs, as long as it's not Georgia Athletic, earns promotion. Georgia Athletic is already promoted. FC Atlanta with the throw. Cleared away by Middle Georgia. One there by Castillo. He sends it forward. Just cannot get it to Tuchamini. Sabino trying to acrobatically get it to Bedell. Not able to do so. So Soldino knocks the ball off, allows Sertelli to send the ball forward. And so the Georgia Athletic, they've already earned promotion. The winner of this playoff, as long as it's not Georgia Athletic, win the second promotion. There's 2 teams from Premier that have been relegated to Division I, that being Los Tigres and Vinotinto Atlanta, offsides there by Middle Georgia. So 2 teams go down, 2 teams come up. Very, very competitive here in the UPSL Georgia Conference between the Division I and the Premier. We have more teams entering in. We have some teams coming back in both divisions. Some brand new teams coming in. Really, really interested to see Fountain City coming in the spring. A team coming out of Columbus, Georgia. Another team in the Southwest. We'll see what they can do. We have 2 great teams from the Southwest already in the Premier, Legends FC and UMA FC. Another one coming in. Middle Georgia working hard to try to get that ball out, not able to do so. Gonzalez loses possession. He's just surrounded by Middle Georgia. Sabino, bit of a give and go between each other, able to get it in the midfield. Finally trying to clear it. Very tight spaces, these two, and lose it. FC Atlanta to Gonzalez, the goal scorer. And he tried to work around that back line, but he's going to earn a corner. FC Atlanta with several corners so far in this match. Nice ball to the back post. Again, straight up in the air. That's going to be another corner. FC Atlanta getting a lot of time on the ball with these corners. Eventually, they got to get one of them right. This one's going to be an outswinger. Headed, and that one's going to be knocked out. It'll be a goal kick. A lot of opportunity, nothing to show for it so far. FC Atlanta, their goal really could say it was controversial with the potential of Middle Georgia thinking that it was a foul, and then Middle Georgia just stomping right back and scoring almost at will there. But so far, nothing else since. Bump in the back. Tucciamini is going to be called for the foul on Salazar. Salazar doing a really good job just controlling the space. Soldino over Morales. He goes all the way back to Sertelli. Back to Morales. Tucciamini loses possession. You got to keep an eye. You got to look, if you can, on the screen. You've got the navy blue and the purple, and if you're looking out of the corner of your eye, that navy blue looks like purple and vice versa. So you have to be on the ball as a player, making sure that those passes are going to a teammate. And this is going to be a goal kick. Diaz gets us back underway. Salazar. A little bit of an out pass. Not the best, but Gonzalez is able to get control of it and go forward. Over there on the right-hand side. Lifted. Shot, and that one's just blasted out of the way and out for a goal kick. Leon just did not get his feet right on that one, and it just gets sent out to the parking lot. You can see here Gonzalez with a great ball forward over to that far side. Lifted forward, and Leon just didn't get that one right. Hit it a little too soon. Middle Georgia get us back underway. That one knocked out. It'll be a throw. As a part of the FC Atlanta system with Vento Tinto, want to let you know about the Vento Tinto Academy FC pre-season winter 23-24 setup. It's a competitive levels for you 13 through 14, 15, and 18. Starts December 5th at Lucky Shoals Park. Live the Vento Tinto experience. Since 2017, more than Academy in Atlanta. Ball lifted into the box, punt away. And that one will go out for a goal kick. They also have a Rec Academy level U8, 10, and 12 winter season that's kicking off December 6th at Silverbacks Indoor Facility in Swanee. Middle Georgia cleared out, only for a second. Bit of a mistake there by Guaux, but he makes up for it, and it's out for a throw. Thrown in by FC Atlanta. Shot somewhat taken and stumbled, not able to control it was Jorginho, and West is able to control it. Sends it out. West sends it forward. And that'll be a throw. In by Sabinho. Having to go all the way back to West. Deflection there. Battle between those two all day between Trent and Gonzalez. Gonzalez earning another corner for FC Atlanta. That one, shot taken on the near side, really not the best, but right into West's arms, and he quickly gets Middle Georgia going forward. Foul committed by FC Atlanta. That one committed by Castillo. Center official just having a talk with him because it was you saw the elbow forward and pushed out, wanting to keep control of emotions. One thing you don't need to do is lose your head. That one's knocked away. It'll be a throw for Middle Georgia. A referee for today's matchup, center official, Damanchik Sergi. Mary Fernandez is our AR1, Nafuri is our AR2, and Alex Hill is our fourth official. And that is a hard test for West. He had to get that right because he was closed down in a hurry. Middle Georgia with some very hospital passes between each other, and just they are trying to make mistakes that are going to cost them. They don't need to be doing this. But FC Atlanta will take it in bunches and then some. So far, both teams working it out. We're around the 29th minute. We had a bit of a delay on our clock, but center official, he's got the main clock. We're at the behest of him. We'll have it fixed for the second half. Tried a little bit of a back heel flick into the box was Gonzalez. Not anything on that. It goes out. It'll be a throw, I believe. And that's deep in Middle Georgia's third. Earns 5 yards running down the line with a throw. Center official didn't call him back. It's one of our favorite things to talk about is players earning space, just running down the line for a throw in. That one's cut off by Jorginho. But Middle Georgia, it's going to be a throw. Tried to win that back. Again, Mother Nature's held off the rain. Still could expect to see some light rain, maybe even a little bit of a downpour here in a bit. We'll have to keep an eye on it. Middle Georgia working through the midfield, up to Bedell. Bedell trying to give it back to the runner, not able to do so. Mabuya was looking for that give-go run and just couldn't get it to him. It's going to be cleared out. It'll be a throw. Another throw for Middle Georgia. FC Atlanta now working down that right-hand side, that far side, earn a throw. And that one's going to get knocked out. It will be yet again another corner. Our AR on that far side, Mary Fernandez, his arm's got to be tired by this point with so many corners that FC Atlanta has had this first quarter or this first half. Into the box, headed, and there it is, finally, FC Atlanta with the header in from the corner, and it's 2-1. Take a look at this ball that's coming in. It'll be a nice outswinger in. And right there to hit it in, number 4, Salazar, with the goal to take the lead. It is now 2-1, FC Atlanta. Can Middle Georgia have hashtag response time as quickly as they did last time? We shall see. Sent long. Sabino. He gets called for the foul. Sabino saying, Salazar, our goal scorer, he sends it forward. Nothing that West could do on that header. That was perfectly done by Salazar. There's a foul committed by Salazar. Mitchell's going to get us underway. Just slides it over to Justo. Up to Sabino. Trying to work it around Salazar. Oh, giveaway there by Soltadino. Sabino trying to work with Mabaya, not able to do anything. FC Atlanta, they work out of that. But Middle Georgia get possession back. Trent. Mabaya and Sabino not connecting that time again. Justo had to be careful with that engagement of a tackle. Had to pull back so he didn't earn a foul. Maybe even the first yellow of the day. Lifted forward to Castillo. And that was not going to be called. It's going to be a throw is what the center official is saying. Justo was good to not get called for a foul there as well. Soltadino will get us underway. Like I said, we're somewhere in the 36th minute. Tuchamini, he takes a shot, but it's deflected. Now here's a turn for Middle Georgia, and they're on the race. And he had to tear him down, and that is going to be the first yellow of the day. That one going to number 11, Tuchamini, here in the 37-ish minute. Take a quick look at that, and you can see he had a complete run and just pulled him down. That one sent forward by Justo, but nobody was there. Again, a lot of action here in the UPSL Georgia Conference, both Division I and Premier Division this weekend. Both divisions are in their playoff section. Premier in the semifinals, second round. Division I in their first round. Division I starts and runs about a week behind Premier every season. Shot taken there by Leon, but he just pulls that way wide. Like I said earlier, when you look at the schedule for Division I, FC Atlanta and Middle Georgia, you're watching right now. Here at the top of the hour, Georgia Revolution and FC Birmingham will compete, and Georgia Impact and Paducah, Georgia will compete. When we talk about Premier At 3 o'clock, top of the hour, you've got Atlanta Rovers taking on Kalanchi Pro Profile. That will also be on the ASMG YouTube channel. And tomorrow at 3:30, we will bring you Dalton United taking on Atlanta City FC. Atlanta City FC, a.k.a. the Giant Killers, taking down Atlanta United Academy. There's a foul, a little bit of a foul that he didn't. Jorginho didn't mean that foul. He just didn't expect that quick turn from that player for Middle Georgia. Mirlos, number 4. That's who that was. Tuchiminia, he tries something there with the outswinger, and that's in the back of the net. Mistake by West, and that allows Gonzalez to get his brace of the day. The second for Gonzalez, and it's 3-1 FC Atlanta. Take a look at this. You can see Tuchiminia at the top. He tries a little bit of an outswing out of his boot. Mistake by West. It allows Gonzalez to get there and put it in the back of the net. It is now 3-1. And FC Atlanta starting to pull away. Definitely going to have a conversation at halftime for Middle Georgia. See if they can't right this ship. Get back closer to FC Atlanta. You can see Castillo having a conversation with the center official. Oh, I'm sorry, that was Jorginho having the conversation with the center official. A little bit of a sloppy pass from Middle Georgia. Merlos just sends that high in the air. Controlled by Venegas. And that ball's knocked out. And that'll be a goal kick. Getting late in this first half here at Silverbacks Park. In the OK Taxi Stadium. Bedell, he heads that back, but he heads it right back to FC Atlanta. Diaz comes out, clears it forward. Middle Georgia control it for a moment. Some of the play, you see right there, that pass just a little bit of sloppy from Middle Georgia, allowing FC Atlanta. He holds off that challenge, slides it into the middle of the box. Advantage was allowed to be played. Middle Georgia tried to turn, not able to do so, just decides to clear that ball out was Quintero. And he sends that into the stands. Be a throw. Bedell. Be a throw for FC Atlanta. Good work from both sides. Thrown in. Headed out by Middle Georgia, so they'll get to do it again. FC Atlanta with a lot of throws and a lot of corners in this first half. Center official hitting the brakes on that movement forward, as players always love to do. That one's deflected off of Gonzalez. Goes out for a goal kick. Gonzalez with 2. Another goal by Salazar. FC Atlanta, 3 goals in this first half. Tight spaces between these two teams. Foul going to be committed. FC Atlanta coming out ahead again. As we get closer to halftime, we'll see if there will be any extended time. If we see it, we'll let you know. Lifted forward. Controlled by Middle Georgia. Cleared out. Bedell not able to get there. Salazar was, though. And Soldino sends that all the way up the stands and back down, thanks to our friend Physics. Soldino goes back to Salazar. He goes out, up to Leon. Leon's able to keep it in, but he can't get around the defender, Trent. Trent's got such great size. He's been battling with Gonzalez all first half. Now he's having to take on Leon. Jorginho now. I'm sorry, Castillo. Castillo working that corner. It's going to be a goal kick. Quickly taken. And that is going to be halftime here at Silverbacks Park. Quickly, not much of a halftime or of a stoppage time at all. We go into halftime with the score 3-1 FC Atlanta over Middle Georgia. It's been a really, really fascinating first 45. Started out a little slow from both sides. 2 quick goals back and forth. And then slowly and steadily, FC Atlanta started to come away with a little bit of a lead. Gonzalez with his second. Salazar also on the board. So that gives us 3-1. We're going to step away for a few moments, and we'll be back with the second 45 of FC Atlanta and Middle Georgia.
Hey coach, is your game going to be live streamed? Can't find a broadcast partner? I have the solution for you. It's time to contact the Atlantic Soccer Media Group. The Atlantic Soccer Media Group will provide you with the most extensive live coverage and affordable rates to bring your club's matches to your fans, so they will never miss any of the action.
Good ball laid off to that far side. Shot ripped. It's in! Dalton United at the death of the game! They go ahead, and this stadium is sent to raptures.
And bring them along with you as you raise the trophy.
Gentlemen, say it with them. They are the champions.
So what are you waiting for the best and easiest coverage, national exposure, attract sponsors, interact with your fans, work with scouts from around the world? contact the Atlantic Soccer Media Group.
Steele. He's over there on that far side looking for a path. Over back to Leon. Leon takes a shot. Great save by the keeper. But Middle Georgia easily collect that pass. West, he's pressed. And a foul going to be committed. But it's in the back of the net in this match. And there's right back at it, and Middle Georgia said pass. Not the best, but Gonzalez is able to get control of it and go forward. Over there on the right-hand side. Lifted. Shot, and that first corner, or this first half. Into the box, headed, and there it is. Tucheminier, he takes a shot, but it's deflected. Now here's a turn for Middle Georgia, and they're on the race. And he had Mirlos, number 4. That's who that was. Tucheminier, he tries something there with the outswinger, and that's in the back of the net. Mistake. Trying to get it over to Castillo. He's over there on that far side looking for a path. Over back to Leon. Leon takes a shot. Great save by the keeper. But Middle Georgia easily collect that pass. West, he's pressed. And a foul going to be committed. But it's in the back of the net in this match. And there's right back at it, and Middle Georgia said pass. Not the best, but Gonzalez is able to get control of it and go forward. Over there on the right-hand side. Lifted. Shot, and first corner, or this first half. Into the box, headed, and there it is. Tucheminier, he takes a shot, but it's deflected. Now here's a turn for Middle Georgia, and they're on the race. And he had Mirlos, number 4. That's who that was. Tucheminier, he tries something there with the outswinger, and that's in the back of the net. Mistake. Trying to get it over to Castillo. He's over there on that far side looking for a path. Over back to Leon. Leon takes a shot. Great save by the keeper. But Middle Georgia easily collect that pass. West, he's pressed. And a foul going to be committed. But it's in the back of the net in this match. And there's right back at it, and Middle Georgia said pass. Not the best, but Gonzalez is able to get control of it and go forward. Over there on the right-hand side. Lifted. Shot, and first corner, or this first half. Into the box, headed, and there it is. Tucheminier, he takes a shot, but it's deflected. Now here's a turn for Middle Georgia, and they're on the race. And he had Mirlos, number 4. That's who that was. Tuchiminia, he tries something there with the outswinger, and that's in the back of the net. Mistake. Trying to get it over to Castillo. He's over there on that far side looking for a path. Over back to Leon. Leon takes a shot. Great save by the keeper. But Middle Georgia easily collect that pass. West, he's pressed. And a foul going to be committed. But it's in the back of the net. In this match. And there's right back at it. And Middle Georgia pass. Not the best, but Gonzalez is able to get control of it and go forward. Over there on the right-hand side. Lifted. Shot. And first corner, or this first half. Into the box, headed, and there it is. Tuchiminia, he takes a shot, but it's deflected. Now here's a turn for Middle Georgia, and they're on the race. And he had Mirlos, number 4. That's who that was. Tuchiminia, he tries something there with the outswinger, and that's in the back of the net. Mistake. Trying to get it over to Castillo. He's over there on that far side looking for a path. Over back to Leon. Leon takes a shot. Great save by the keeper. But Middle Georgia easily collect that pass. West, he's pressed. And a foul going to be committed. But it's in the back of the net. In this match. And there's right back at it. And Middle Georgia pass. Not the best, but Gonzalez is able to get control of it and go forward. Over there on the right-hand side. Lifted. Shot. And first corner, or this first half. Into the box, headed, and there it is. Tuchiminia, he takes a shot, but it's deflected. Now here's a turn for Middle Georgia, and they're on the race. And he had Mirlos, number 4. That's who that was. Tuchiminia, he tries something there with the outswinger, and that's in the back of the net. Mistake. Trying to get it over to Castillo. He's over there on that far side looking for a path. Over back to Leon. Leon takes a shot. Great save by the keeper. But Middle Georgia easily collect that pass. West, he's pressed. And a foul going to be committed. But it's in the back of the net. In this match. And there's right back at it. And Middle Georgia pass. Not the best, but Gonzalez is able to get control of it and go forward. Over there on the right-hand side. Lifted. Shot. And first corner, or this first half. Into the box, headed, and there it is. Tuchiminia, he takes a shot, but it's deflected. Now here's a turn for Middle Georgia, and they're on the race. And he had Mirlos, number 4. That's who that was. Tuchiminia, he tries something there with the outswinger, and that's in the back of the net. Mistake. Trying to get it over to Castillo. He's over there on that far side looking for a path. Over back to Leon. Leon takes a shot. Great save by the keeper. But Middle Georgia easily collect that pass. West, he's pressed. And a foul going to be committed. But it's in the back of the net. In this match. And there's right back at it. And Middle Georgia pass. Not the best, but Gonzalez is able to get control of it and go forward. Over there on the right-hand side. Lifted. Shot. And first corner of this first half. Welcome back here to Silverbacks Park in Atlanta, Georgia. Larry Weaver bringing you the action here today. Second half about to get underway. First half, FC Atlanta 3, Middle Georgia 1. You were watching the highlights. You saw first goal by Gonzalez, number 14. Second goal, that was Middle Georgia. Actually an own goal by number 4, Salazar. Salazar got on the proper board a little bit later in the half, and Gonzalez with a second one. He gets on the board. So it is now 3-1. Middle Georgia are going to get us away the second half. They're going to be moving from right to left in their all purple kits. And we are under for the second 45 here at Silverbacks Park. OK Taxi Stadium. Bringing you all the coverage for UPSL Georgia Conference this weekend. Quickly trying to get that ball forward to Gonzalez, trying to get his hat trick, and he blasts that one over the bar, and that one is out for a goal kick. If you like what we do on the Atlantic Soccer Media Group, don't forget to like and subscribe. We also cannot do what we do without our sponsors. We thank Images Frozen in Time. If you need anything in the photography section, parties, weddings, bar mitzvahs, family photos, contact Images Frozen in Time and our friends over at Non-Pro Soccer. Non-Pro, bringing you everything that you could want to know about lower leagues all the way through the pros. Check out nonprosoccer.com for all of your soccer-related stats. They help us with a lot of our information throughout the season. Can't thank those guys and gals enough. Middle Georgia really needing to find some consistency in their movement forward. Diaz right on the line, had to get that one right. Was a good ball forward. Gonzalez, he has space. Takes it, but easily controlled by West. Mirlos. Him and Venegas sharing the ball, but they lose it. Leon, he's able to just keep it. No, he was not able to keep it in. AR made the call. He was right on that line. Quintero and Leon were trying to have a little bit of an attack there, but Leon couldn't keep it in. Sent back. Headed away. Salazar. Now, Sertelli. Right at center circle is Middle Georgia. And I can hear in the distance that we are underway over on the other field for Atlanta Rovers and Kalanji Pro Profile. You can catch that match on the ASMG YouTube channel. Who's going to go to the finals of the Premier Division playoffs and earn a right into the national tournament. Breakdown there, Leon and West, and that one's just going to easily roll into the back of the net, and there's another one for FC Atlanta. Watch it. This major mistake by West allows Leon to close the space on him and allow that shot to easily just roll into the back of the net. Taken by number 10, Altuve, and it is now 4-1 FC Atlanta. They are running away with this, and they are going to make it into the second round of the Division I playoffs. Remember that higher seeds will be home field for the second round. All rounds, the higher seeds are those that will welcome. So that means FC Atlanta being the third seed, if Georgia Revolution wins, they would go to Georgia Revolution, as Georgia Revolution will be taking on FC Birmingham 2, FC Birmingham 2 being the final seed. Being the 7th seed in this tournament. Middle Georgia trying to hold off Gonzalez. A little bit of slow. Guak's having a word with his midfield. Substitution for FC Atlanta. We'll see whose day is done. And it appears to be Castillo's day is done, number 17. Taking his time. Center officials asking him to get a little pep in his step. He'll watch the watch, add a few more seconds, I'm sure. Let's see who's going to come on. Number 13, Zuluaga. I hope I said that right. Some of these names can make it difficult. And that one goes out, will be a goal kick. And note that Altuve, the goal scorer earlier, he replaced Tuchamine, number 11, at halftime. He was the only player on the field that had a yellow card in that first half. So a good decision there by Coach Vinny. Center official coming over to tell the Middle Georgia players that are warming up to take some of the balls that they had on the sideline over to the bench, not to confuse the active players on the field. And there's going to be a foul on Gonzalez. You can see the displeasure by that foul called by Venegas, number 13. He felt that he earned possession there. There's another slow work, but offsides is going to be called on Leon. Quickly taken by Middle Georgia. Able to control it. Venegas now on the near side here. Good stab and stop. Sabino, give and go. Just cannot get it to Devil Reyes. He was in position, ready to go. Gonzalez now trying, and not gonna earn that to be will be a throw for FC Atlanta. Looked to me like it came off of Gonzalez, but AR, and here comes another substitution. Bedell's day is done for Middle Georgia. And also number 2, Trent's day is done. Bedell is going to be replaced by number 11, it appears. Indeed it is. And Trent, and also number 14, Gonzalez, the man with the brace, and currently he was the man of the hour in the first 45. Let's see, the second replacement for Middle Georgia was number 10. There was a good opportunity there, and Gonzalez, he was replaced by number 21, Chavez. Number 11 is Ramalane. And number 10, Rangel, are the players that came on for Middle Georgia. And they're right quickly into the game. Ramalane, he earns a foul right at the midline. And it's going to be the newly entered Rangel that'll send it forward. Headed away by Salazar. Zuluaga loses possession and a foul. That one committed by Altuve. Again, Rangel. Center official calling players to come back a little bit. That one lifted in. Just able to clear was FC Atlanta. Rangel battling with Leon, comes away with it, but he can't get that pass forward. But he's not giving up. Leon back to Jorginho. That ball lifted out. Be a throw. FC Atlanta taking their time. All they've got to do is see out another 30-plus minutes, and they'll move on to the second round. Jorginho sends it forward, headed. Now on the ball, Chavez. Great work there by the Middle Georgian. But given away, Leon flicks it, but it's going to go out. And he's going to call that for Middle Georgia. The AR on that side was a little confused on who it was. West having to have quick feet to get that away as FC Atlanta was again attacking. But again, number 6, Mitchell, with great defensive work by Middle Georgia back there. FC Atlanta working that far side. Soldino, Altuve, Sertelli, Jorginho. Over here to Quintero. And it goes out for an FC Atlanta throw. Again, you are watching UPSL Georgia Division I action here on the Atlantic Soccer Media Group's YouTube channel. And that one's going to go out for a throw. That one's knocked out. Be another throw for Middle Georgia. Taken off his feet. FC Atlanta. Here's a wonderful ball forward. Chavez having to work around West, and West gets it absolutely right. Chavez had so much time. He got completely inside his own head, didn't know what to do, and West getting it right, earning that possession. Shot taken. Quickly back underway by FC Atlanta. Chavez is going to have that in his nightmares tonight. Foul committed. You see here, he receives this ball, and he will, back underway real quick, and we'll look at it here in just a moment. Grabbed by West. And that ball is going to go out for throw. Gives us a chance to watch that. Oh, we'll fix that. That ball's just rolling back to the back line, and it is knocked out. All right, let's take a look at that now. That just happened. You see this ball as Leon sent it forward, and Chavez had so much space, didn't know what to do, and then West just takes it away from him. And that was how you get it done, folks, as a goalkeeper. Throw in by Venegas. Bouncing around. But FC Atlanta, they're out and they're on the march. Ball sent forward by Leon again. Chavez this time runs past the ball. Mitchell closes the space. Mitchell doing great defensive work for Middle Georgia. Just needs a little bit of help from his attacking players. Again, like I said, when you look at these two teams, it was Middle Georgia that came into this match on a bit of a lull as they lost to Georgia Revolution 6-0 in the last week of the regular season for Division I. FC Atlanta with a 2-1 victory over Pachuca, coming in with a 2-game win streak. And this is going to be a corner, a rarity for Middle Georgia. Most of the corners have been for FC Atlanta. Be an out swinger. Teammate right next to him. Lifted into the box, but headed away by FC Atlanta. Mistake. Stumbles as he tries to take the shot. Was Rangel. He had a space. Lifted back into the box. On the back post. And a foul is going to be committed by the Middle Georgian. And a yellow card is going to be issued. And that yellow card is issued to number 13, Venegas. And you can see Diaz is down. We'll take a look at that foul. You see this ball forward, and as it backs, he tried to reach up and hit it. Definitely a foul. Definitely worthy of a card. So only the second card issued in this match, one for each. Tuchemine received a yellow in the first half for FC Atlanta. He went off, already substituted. And this is the first one for Middle Georgia. Venegas, number 13. Chavez is going to be fouled. And that one blasted out into the stands. And another substitution coming. Is that? Yes. Soltadino's day is done. Soltadino was replaced by number 15, Vargas. That ball lifted in, but easily controlled by West. Long ball switch by Middle Georgia. Just not enough real estate for Morales to get to. Oh, I'm sorry. Mabaya to get to. Number 18, Mabaya. He was trying to get to that ball. That ball was sent forward by number 14, Saviello, and it just had a little too much on it. Both teams with a lot of substitutions this second half. Remember, in the UPSL conference, you can have 7 substitutions per game. That's Sertelli that's coming off with a little bit of a limp. Looked like his day could be done, and yes, in fact, it is. He is replaced by Villegas, number 12. Here's another run by Chavez. Chavez is just not having a day. He keeps making. He was offsides that time. He had a run there, and that time he stumbled and tripped over the ball. This is going to be one of those games where William Chavez is going to he's going to need counseling. It's just not going his way today. Doesn't make the turn right. Saviello, he allows Jorginho. Shot taken. West had to get that right and palm that away. Be a corner for FC Atlanta. See, he rolls it out, does West. Juox gets that. A little bit of a hospitable pass. Leon over to Jorginho. And Jorginho making West work for that one. It's going to be an out swinger by Altuve. Bouncing around in the box, but cleared away by Middle Georgia. But Altuve is just going to allow that ball to run away and be a throw. The newly entered Villegas will take this throw. Long ball forward into the path of Jorginho, but he's not able to get anything out of that. Saviello goes over to the far side. Maboya. Up to Rangel. Rangel with nowhere to go. Elects to try to come over to this side with Venegas. Dancing with the ball. Around two defenders. He's going to earn a foul. A little bit of a sloppy play out of the back for FC Atlanta, but they still somehow come away. Middle Georgia trying to close space. And do so with haste as we're in the 71st minute. Do not expect a lot of stoppage time. There's a shot right into the arms of West. The two players went down over there between Leon and trying to see who it is that's on the ground for Middle Georgia. Looks like it could have taken a shot to the face. It is number 3, De Valeres. Looks like he's okay. Potentially he might have had a cut. Anytime you have any blood or anything, you have to have that attended to. Deflected off of center official. He's going to stop. Romeline was trying to get a pass. It'll just be a dead ball. Allow Rangel to take possession for Middle Georgia. He wants it on the ground. Let it bounce. There we go. Rangel sends it forward. Again, a little slow, allowing Middle Georgia to try to force Chavez. He works around Mitchell, but Mitchell is just able to get the angle right, and West has to clear it. Villegas with the throw. Leon, Altuve, Mitchell. Sent forward by Venegas. Romeline. A little bit of a bump and lost possession for Middle Georgia. Diaz. Salazar. Middle Georgia trying to do something, but FC Atlanta take them off the ball. Vargas. It goes out. It will be a throw from Middle Georgia. Middle Georgia lose it again in the midfield. This time, here's an attack. 2 FC Atlanta players. Vargas with it. He slots it over. What a save by West. We will definitely take a look at that when we can. Another attack, this time by Middle Georgia. Offsides is going to be called. What a save here by West. Watch as this ball, 2 on the attack. Zuloaga and Vargas. Vargas slots it over, and Villegas, he hits it, and West completely out and prone, and he saves it with everything he had. He kept them off the sheet. It's already 4-1. But here's another chance. This one goes out on the outside. Leon not able to do it, but it will be a corner. See this opportunity. Leon, he receives it, gets around Mitchell, takes the shot, and that one's deflected out. Headed in, and West controls it, is quickly trying to get it, and just too slow there by Sabiello allows FC Atlanta to earn it. No foul going to be called there for Altuve. He was wanting something, not going to get it. Rangel sending it forward. Here's a turn. Can he get there? He cannot. Quintero running that ball down. It'll be a throw for Middle Georgia. Middle Georgia, 76 minutes in. They need to get back on the board, and quickly. They're down by 3. Losing that possession. FC Atlanta trying to counter. Leon getting it forward. But that one, nothing on that ball. Morales trying to do something with it. FC Atlanta with the throw. Jorginho. Villegas. They work down that side. Here comes Chavez. He slides it across. And that time, nothing that could be done. Chavez got that one absolutely right. Sliding it over to the on-runner. And it is 5-1. FC Atlanta. Look at this. Chavez slides it over, and he just calm as you would like it. Vargas with the goal. There's going to be a substitution in goal for Middle Georgia. West's day is done. Not the day that West was wanting. Definitely, you really want to do as a goalkeeper, be replaced. Number 6 also came on for FC Atlanta. Rosario. We'll see who Rosario replaced. Believe he replaced number 9, Leon. No, Leon is still out there. He's just playing in a farther back role. Five to 1 now. Middle Georgia not getting anything right in this second half and are just falling behind FC Atlanta. They are running away with this victory. Depending on the way things stand, FC Atlanta will go on the road next week. Shot taken by Altuve, well over the bar. Depending upon the other game's goal scores, is very likely FC Atlanta will go to Georgia Revolution. First goal kick for the newly injured goalkeeper. Middle Georgia taking off the ball. 80th minute now. It's all but done here at Silverbacks Park. Just the formalities of the last 10 minutes as FC Atlanta clearly in the lead, 5-1. FC Atlanta with the throw. Leon sliding it over to Villegas. Villegas trying to get that over. Talk about having to get another one right. Keeper did a great job coming out because Rosario was there, couldn't settle it, and he quickly grabbed it. That one knocked out, will be a goal kick. I do not see the name of the replacement goalkeeper for Middle Georgia. Cannot give him his props for that winning challenge on Rosario. Now here's an opportunity for Middle Georgia. Shot taken, grabbed by Diaz. Diaz has not had a lot of work to do in this second half. Especially in these last 20 minutes, he has been nothing but a observer. With the rain and the weather that we've had, not many fans in attendance. Luckily, the rain has held off for us. Some may remember, I clearly do, last fall in the final in the Premier Division here at Silverbacks Park between LGSA and Atlanta Rovers was an absolute deluge downpour the entire match. LGSA coming out the victor. Here's an opportunity, Vargas, and he's called offside. Remember, the winner of this playoff system will get promoted to Premier Division alongside Georgia Athletic. Last two teams that have been promoted into the Premier side, Dalton United and UMA FC. And there's a foul and a yellow card issued to FC Atlanta's number 18, Morales. He's trying to say that he was fouled himself. Dalton United came in and instantly won the Premier Division in the spring of this year, won the Premier regular season again this fall. In the spring, they were the representative of the UPSL Georgia Conference in the national tournament. Lost in that first round to Tennessee Tempo from the Kentucky-Tennessee Conference. We'll see who makes it this season. Shot taken by Rangel. And that ball goes all the way to the corner and out. FC Atlanta clear it out somehow. And here we go forward. Chavez wanting to get around Mitchell. Sides over to Vargas. Vargas blocked. Vargas still with it. Around one man, but cannot get around Sevilla. Rangel. Sevilla. Trying to get that pass through on that far side. Can't get it right, but they're still able to control it. Over here to Sevilla. He sends it forward. Oh, I'm sorry, that was 15. But Chavez, he's got acres of space yet again. Takes it with his right, and he pulls it wide. This is just a day that Chavez cannot get any. He just, the poor kid, he has just not gotten anything right. Do yourself a favor, young man. Don't play the lottery. Don't try to do anything with sharp objects. Today is just not your day. Try another day. Leon loses possession. But Leon deflects it enough to win it back. That ball just blasted forward by Justo. And Diaz jumps and grabs and hits the deck for an extra second or two off the clock. Here's an opportunity. Diaz got it right. Ramalane was attacking. Vargas. Mitchell having no choice but to clear that out for another corner. Mitchell being left back there all alone, and Vargas and Chavez are having just a wonderful day at the track, as well as number 6, Rosario. Mitchell is a one-man defensive crew back there. It's going to be an in-swinger. Headed away by Middle Georgia. Able to still have control. Zavillo. Ramalane stayed on side. That ball was trying to get it forward to Mabaya, but he could not control it. Will be a throw. 88th minute. Just not enough time for Middle Georgia in this match. The only goal scored for Middle Georgia caused by an own goal from Salazar. Here's a run now. Mitchell, he goes down. Looks like he may have pulled a hamstring. He has been working so hard these last 30 minutes. You see him pull up as he was defending there. Watch this on the replay. You see this ball sent forward. Chavez trying to get around him, and he pulled up and went down. Does not look good. He's up and he's moving, but you can see he's holding on to that hamstring from time to time. Hopefully he's okay. Looks like he is going to be subbed. There's a substitute that's coming over to him. Leon's able to get the ball to Chavez, and he gives it back to Leon. But Leon loses possession. Sabino gives it over. Rangel. Given, it looks like, I believe there was a yellow card issued to Altuve. I believe that's who he was giving it out. I was just trying to verify who center official was giving it to. 90th minute now. Mitchell has now made it back to the bench. Chavez trying to get it forward, not able to do so. Sabino works it off, and then Chavez coming right back. Foul. And he's going to go ahead and call it, not even add any extra time, and that is going to do it here at Silverbacks Park. It ends because there's really nothing more that Middle Georgia could do. It ends 5-1. FC Atlanta over Middle Georgia, and that really solidifies their position. You take a look at the schedule and you look at how it's going to set. You've also got here going on Georgia Revolution taking on FC Birmingham, Georgia Impact taking on Pachuca, and the way that it sets up with FC Atlanta taking on Middle Georgia, they will take on the lower seed of whoever, the lower seed of the top teams. So the way that it's set up, if you look at the table, if Georgia Revolution win, it will be FC Atlanta taking on Georgia Revolution. If we look back at that other match, and you look at it, the other match being Georgia Impact and Pachuca. Switch over to the table. If we look at Impact and Pachuca, if Georgia Impact win or Pachuca win, if FC Birmingham beats Georgia Revolution, it would be FC Atlanta that would then welcome the winner of Georgia Impact or Pachuca. So that is where we stand. We'll give you more information. Keep an eye on the Atlantic Soccer Media Group socials for the updates on where it stands for the Division I semifinals. The semifinals for the Premier Division are going on as we speak. On the other game that is going on right now, Atlanta Rovers taking on Kalaji Pro Profile just across the park here at Silverbacks Park. Tomorrow we have at 3:30 Dalton United taking on Atlanta City FC, the giant killers of the playoffs this time. That's going to do it for us here. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the ASMG YouTube channel. For Krishna Bomar, I've been Larry Weaver. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time on the Atlantic Soccer Media Group YouTube channel.
This has been a presentation of the UPSL. Any use of this broadcast without the written consent of the Atlantic Soccer Media Group is prohibited.